countdown. Hello, and welcome to Dungeons and Dad Jokes. Sorry about last week, guys. It was a last-minute cancellation. We had a couple of us were under the weather. That didn't help my chair. So welcome back. We're gonna jump right into this week's session. No, we're not. Check out our website, dndatjokes.com. We've changed it a little bit.
Check it out.
There are lots of events listed on there right now, but unfortunately, all of them are East Coast at the moment. So you East Coasters, you get lucky. So check it out. Great.
Not
That's
an event.
fantastic. It's not an event, but
Not
you
an
have something
event.
to add.
You'll have to listen to the radio.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Rhonda is going to be doing a little interview on radio. I forget what you told me it was already. You told me that earlier.
Right
But
here.
we'll get it onto our website so you know where to look so that you can listen to it. All right. Well, I think that's it, really.
It's on
Just check it out.
Louisville Forward Radio,
Louisville Forward.
WFMP-LP 106.5 FM.
All right. So check it out. She'll get it on the website so you know when and if there's maybe a web link to it for those of you who are not local to Louisville. All right. Last week.
Like me?
Yeah, like you.
Like everybody here.
All right. Tonight's session is episode 64 entitled Alarms. So what happened last week? Or week before last. What happened last session there? I'll put it that way. So everybody can catch up, including you guys. Last time, at the Methic estate, waiting for information about Jennick, Forsyth and Kadeth go to the Holmes Library. There, Forsyth learned more about Jurascars, large dinosaur-like creatures, and Kadeth learns more about the area around Uxvan. Uxvan was originally an outpost for miners and explorers from Siamam, where the ruins of the obelisk of the water god are at the moment. Fix talks with Neberos, one of the Holmes servants, about the city's society and learns that the upper class keep their slaves on the estates at all times. However, those of the lower class, theirs stays on the outskirts of the city when not serving. Neberos also shares about the Colosseum and the gruesome games that are held there. It is used as punishment for those who try to escape. However, willing slaves could possibly earn their freedom by winning, which rarely happens. The political structure is mostly Kurdek Zahn leading as a kind of a governor, with Jennick being his most influential council. Lord Methic is not the least liked among them, but also not of great influence either. Once Neberos is dismissed, Fix forges until Methic returns with news that Jennick is in the city and staying with Lord Zahn. Fix then intercepts a jar intended for Evangeline and delivers it to her himself. Evangeline, in the meantime, pulls out the cards and her book to record anything she sees. On the ruin card, she does see a new, unfamiliar shadow, then flips them over to look at their backs. When watching them face down, she notices interaction between them, trying to make some sort of image, but not coming to fruition. Realizing that she was not going to get anything else from them, she shoves them aside and pulls out the ink from Nyliesh and uses it to draw on a new page in her book. Eyes closed and allowing herself to fall into a meditative state. Wow, this is out of order in here. Oh my gosh, have you read this? Anyway, I'll just keep reading. You guys figure it out.
Responsibility.
It's out of order. All right. At some point when speaking with Methodic, Fix learned about Lady Studani, a lady of the council that has more influence than himself, and believed to also disagree with the current caste system within the city. Wanting all to be present to talk to her, Fix interrupts Evangeline with the jar. Once inside her room and looking at the new drawing, they both see this drawing, as Fix had not seen anything from the book before. Um, a building made of bone sitting on a foundation of full skeletons. Evangeline leans closer to allows her mind to drift into the picture as she once did with a crystal ball. And soon it starts to come alive with color and movement. Fix notices her falling forward and pulls back, pulling her out of the trance. Once Lady Studani arrives for it, as she was invited for dinner, the group comes to meet her and talk. They learn that she does not like that others are enslaved and has focused her attention on the tieflings of the city. She often travels and frees her slaves before returning to Uxford. With a brief telepathic discussion, the group decides to bring her into their plans. Fix offers that they will aid her in taking over Zahn's position, with the idea that she will free the slaves and work toward any orders she may receive from the Jagged Dream. She agrees, and all is set into place. The group then goes to the Colosseum, where Studani informed them of an incoming shipment of new slaves, and confirms that Zahn and Jinnik would both be present. Once inside, they prepare themselves for battle and notice that Jurek from Ephraimon is among the slaves to be claimed. They jump right into action and quickly dispatch a mage and a couple of the tower archers, then focus attention on Jinnik and Zahn. That is where we left off. We are at the top of initiative. It is in Owlbear. So if you want to pull up Owlbear, make sure you're in Owlbear. And I sunk to the floor during all of that. I hate this chair. Oh my
Build
word.
character.
I'm tired of building character.
Understood.
If it keeps this up, I'm going to throw it aside and sit on my stool again.
I want to build characters. I'll play.
I'll play
D&D.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Right. Let me swap over to displaying.
All right. We are at the top of the initiative with Jurek. I cannot. I fooled around with this and I tried to figure it out.
What's that?
Would I put their damage on as a text underneath their picture, it changes their name. So I haven't figured that out yet. At least in the initiative tracker, it changes their name. But oh well. C'est la vie.
Lovey.
I love you. Thank you.
Well,
Wrong say, but
Cess Levet. Levi.
c'est la vie.
Yeah.
I don't remember what I was going to tell you when we got on.
Uh-oh.
This is for you, Senior, from my granddaughter.
Okay.
Did you know that if you take all of your veins out of your body and stretch them all in a big line, you'd be dead?
Yeah.
Ba-dum-cha. Yeah, that sounds like a
It would
senior
be in
joke.
vain.
It would be in vain.
It would be in vain.
Okay, now down a different artery.
No,
Let
what's
the
Jurek
puns
doing?
begin. Jurek, not having anything really in his hands, is going to attempt to free himself. Wait, does he have? No, he does not. He is not proficient with any kind of picking tools. He is going to attempt to try to grab the guard that is swinging at Ephraimon, or not Ephraimon, swinging at Elkian right now. And he is going to fail miserably. Moving onward. Wrong one. Jinnik. Jinnik, just having gotten out of the mind prison, because he got pulled out of it, and not liking what he's seeing.
111 is like, he's the mayor guy, right?
No, he's
No, he's-
Jinnik.
He's the shaman orc dude.
No, 111 is Jinnik.
Yeah, not the guy
Okay.
in our team, but he's the one that Forsyth saw through the illusion was an orc.
So the other one.
Oh, yeah, Forsyth saw. You all still see Jinnik. Forsyth is too far away to see anything but Jinnik.
What does he have? 5?
5 is the mayor.
5 is the mayor.
Okay.
Zahn. Okay.
What can I say? Forsyth is a visionary.
Jinnik is going to move. Oh, apparently the hex is going to move with you.
The hex is connected to him.
Well,
It's not on it.
that's
Oh.
there. Oh, maybe not.
Is he jumping down?
Yes.
Okay,
10,
it's
15,
detached.
20,
It's not connected to
25, 30. He is going to use a leap to get over there. And that is what he's doing. Evangeline.
Well, now, let's see. I am going to toss. I am going to use my crossbow, and I'm going to launch 2 arrows at him. Where are all my... There they are.
I couldn't tell you. Oh shoot, I gotta do Zahn too. Hold on.
What you gotta do to Zahn?
Zahn's gonna turn around and try to attack Kadeth here. Give me a second.
Are they all? Are they on the same or in the same?
Yeah, everybody that was on the balcony is supposed to be on the same turn.
They're on the 111.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, this is what I get for not putting all the bad guys on the initiative order, but quite frankly, it would be way too long.
Would it?
Yes. Well, maybe
Same
not now.
Well, there are fewer.
That's only an 11 to hit Kadeth. That didn't.
That will
His
be
best
hitting
swing
if
was
I-
an
no matter
11.
What I'm doing.
Yeah. All right, go ahead, Evangeline.
Okay, I'm launching 2 arrows at Jinnik
Okay.
for a 23 and a 25.
Both are going to hit.
Those are the wrong dice. It's a shame. I like the D10s, but I'm only supposed to be rolling D8s. Sorry. Let me re-roll this. For 27 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
to him. He's going to kick an attack at the 37 one.
Okay.
Oh.
Does a 16 hit?
No, it does not.
Darn.
Shocker. I was all ready to change his hit points and everything.
But he misses.
All right. That brings us to Fix, unless you want to move.
No. I'm pretty good. I can hit everybody from here, so.
All right.
All right. Fix will,
All right.
as a bonus action, send his fist 60 feet.
Ah, shnikes.
And then it is going to bash into, I forgot his name.
Jenik.
Oh, what's his name?
139. He's going to bash into 139.
All right. Yeah.
All right. So that's, what is it? Okay. 24 to hit.
24 hits.
All right. That is 6d8 damage. Ooh,
6d8. Oh, that's not going to be pretty.
43 points of damage.
Ow.
Smashing damage.
782. He is hurting.
Does he look like he is almost dead?
Oh, yeah. You kind of knock his clock there. You see little birds flying about his head for a bit.
Okay.
Whistle for foresight.
What's my range on that? Oh, that's 120 feet. So
You will have to step out of the balcony like coverage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'll go right here, and I will smile, and I need a intelligence saving throw.
Oh no. Come on. I usually save against you. Let's see how this goes. Oh yeah, 14. Maybe not enough. 15.
You do not save against me.
Dang it. That was
So
a pretty decent roll too.
this is not 68. It's an 8d6. So
Oh dear.
of psychic damage. All right. And that is 37 points of damage.
37 points of damage. Okay, he is deceased. Well, he's unconscious at least.
And if he is by some chance going to
Jim.
do anything,
I don't think he has a reaction that can do something.
okay.
Not at this time, unfortunately. So
Okay.
you get him. I'm gonna just pull him off the board. He's dead. He's dead, Jim. Anything else you'd like to do?
That I'd like to do, or that I have the actions to do?
That you have the actions to do.
Talking is a free action.
Yes.
Depends on how much you say. I think.
And I have the movement remaining. Wait, are we doing flanking? I don't remember our games.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I have the movement to give Kadath flanking.
Hey. All right. Then I'm going to move to Elkian. Elkian is going to, hearing the smash against the stands behind him, assuming there are allies there, he's just going to grab this guard here, hopefully. Oh gosh, yes, he's going to grab this guard and wrestle his sword away, basically. That was a natural 20 on his grapple.
Nice.
Kadath.
All right. Well, guess I'll just swing twice at number 5 guy, whoever that is.
That would be Zahn.
And you have advantage.
You have advantage.
All right.
Cut him. Cut him to that.
Double check something. And before I do that, let's see.
Oh my gosh, I cannot hold on to this die.
Is this guy one of the more dangerous ones? I forget.
Zahn, he does not seem to be anything but maybe a fighter. Like, it doesn't look like he's of magical means necessarily. You already killed his
Okay.
mage. So,
All right, then I'm not going to worry about anything special. Just beat him down. That would be 22 for that one. Second one is a 30.
yeah, they'll both hit.
Okay. One will do 12, the other will do 10.
And he does not seem to be vulnerable to anything of this nature. 12 and 10.
Yeah.
So 22 total. Oops. Let's not hit enter. There we go. Good amas. Is that it? Is that all you are doing?
Yeah.
Okay. Forsyth.
Do you remember whether I got my feature back?
I do not, but I'll say you did
Okay.
because it's been a couple of rounds. Just go for it.
Right. Okay. All right. Then we're going to do a whirlwind coming in to the 2 up here. Hold on. I need
Right.
to.
That's a save for them guys, isn't it?
Is this
What am I
Forsyth?
doing here?
Yes,
Yeah,
that is
I know
Forsyth.
where.
Yeah, I
think I
changed
got
you
the-
to an actual elemental this time.
Right.
No, I was asking so that I could move the camera on there for the stream.
Why is that not? Okay, there. You ever have one of those days? It's moving
Yeah,
the thing
frequently.
and not the.
Oh.
There. I'm trying to move the thing.
Are you on the hand?
Which? I'm on the hand,
Oh,
and it's moving the whole screen instead of just the.
Interesting.
I don't have. I didn't have access to it. I couldn't move. I could move.
Oh, it's not locked, so that's really weird.
Now I can move that. For some reason, it's not letting me move the
Okay, you're gonna
creature.
You're
I'm
gonna
moving
move
to
him
here.
up here, right?
I'm moving to in front of them.
To in front of them.
There. Yeah.
Okay.
There's a shorter path to continue on.
True. True.
So how far did I move? Because that gives me.
All
right, that's 30 feet. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's see what happens when we hit them with the whirlwind. Each creature DC 13 strength saving throw.
Okay. Well, one of them made it because he rolled an 18.
Okay.
The other one only rolled a 10.
Right. The other one is going to fly off in what direction? That's a 2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You rolled a 12
A
sider.
2.
Okay, so
Yeah.
2 is.
No,
I
rolled
this, or I mean
8
an 8 sider.
Yeah.
2 is gonna be. Well, if we start here for 1, like at the 12 o'clock, then it's gonna be this direction. How far does he get?
Okay. He gets flung up to 20 feet. So let me roll a d20. It's only 2 feet.
Only 2 feet. Oh.
Only 2 feet. But he still takes bludgeoning damage.
All right. What is his damage?
Okay, so
you might kill him.
let's start with the
anyway.
3d8 +2.
All right.
Both of them. Well, one of them takes half damage, I think, on
Okay.
that.
This one will be the half
So
damage.
one's taking 7 points. That's the one that saved.
All right.
The other's taking 14
Oh, geez, that's really tiny.
points. Oh, he's not taking any bludgeon. It's I don't think he's going to take any bludgeoning or any flung damage from that because he's not falling or anything, and he didn't hit a wall, so he just takes the 14.
So he's going to take the 14. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't able to hit him off the wall. That's what I needed to do.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Okay, so that is it.
All right. They are both still up. The one that
Right.
flung up against the wall, you knocked his clock pretty good. He's probably close to death.
Right.
All right. Is that it for you then? You're going to hang tight?
That is it for me.
All right. This is all the fighters and archers at this point. All right. Oi, fighter down there wrestling with Elkan is going to attempt to get his sword back. Nope. Nope. That was a horrible fail. All right. The two fighters on Buckley are going to attempt to stab Buckley. One of them is, I believe, going to succeed. That is a 19 to hit Buckley.
It hits.
Oh, for crying out loud. For minimum damage, that's 4 points of damage to Buckley.
Buckley looks at him and laughs.
Oh, they get 2 swings. Okay, let's try the other one. Did the other one hit? Ah, the other one does hit. That is a 21 to hit, so let's see if he can do a little better. Oh, that is 10 points of damage from the other one. The archers, the one with only 7 hit points is going to attempt to shoot the elemental in front of him at disadvantage, which is only a 15 to hit. I don't know what your elemental AC is. Forsyth.
Pardon?
What's the elemental's AC?
Oh, sorry. 16.
Ah, he missed. All right, the other one up there is also going to try to shoot the elemental with a 19.
Oh, that'll hit.
He's going to take minimal damage at 3 points.
Oh, that hurts.
I know. I mean, you are air. How much damage can
Yeah.
an arrow do, I guess?
Yeah. Blows
other-
right through me. Anyway.
Right? It flings off target. Maybe I should roll for... Nah, you're too tall. All right. The other two on the far tower is going to shoot. One of them is going to attempt to shoot Kadeth. That is a dirty 20 to hit you, Kadeth. What's your AC?
21.
Doggone you! The other one over there on that tower is going to attempt to shoot Evangeline. That's a 15.
I'm going to use my reaction shield,
Aw,
and that misses.
doggone. And that stays up for the rest of the round because the other two, one of them is also going to try to shoot you, Evangeline. That is a dirty 20. Darn it. Your shield was facing the wrong direction.
Found a chink in the armor.
For 7 points of damage. The other one up there is going to attempt to shoot Fix.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a 19 to hit.
No.
No. You see arrows flying into the balcony. So that's all the fighters and the archers. That brings us to Jorn. Jorn can no longer see Jennick and doesn't know, but saw Fix come back on the balcony. So maybe He's going to pull out his spear and kind of tap it on the ground.
Mhm.
He is going to attempt to cast lightning bolt. I have to find where its first instance is. Where is my lightning bolt? Well, I'll be doggone. I can't find it. All right.
Can't find it, can't cast it.
No, I just can't find it at its original level. Oh, it's level 3 spell. Or 3. Oh, it's not listed as a level 3. Very interesting. Okay. He is going to cast Lightning Bolt at Zahn. And Zahn is going to fail his dex check. That is 8d6.
Him? Is that Zahn?
Zahn, the one that's between you two.
He would need to move, otherwise he's hitting Kadath. Isn't Lightning Bolt a line?
Lightning Bolt is a... Oh, yep, a line 100 feet. Okay. He will come back here to avoid hitting Kadath. Because he can. 12, 17, 8, 19, 20, 21. That was a lousy hit. 22, 23, 24 points of damage, of course. I can't roll worth anything. You see lightning streak through and hit Zahn. He kind of screams.
You scream like a girl.
Of course he does. And that brings us to the bottom of the round for the Illithid is not doing anything. The tiefling down there is going to attempt to shoot a couple of... Nope. Ah, that one will hit. 3 more points of damage to this one with a Eldritch Blast. So let me get that damage in there, and then we're back at the top of the round. Jurek really...
Dead. Oh, no.
No. Jurek is going to
Jennick's dead.
shift. Jinnick is dead. Oh, yes. I can take Jinnick out of the... Oh, but no, I can't because
No,
that's
because he's
Zod.
Zahn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could change
Jurek is going to move.
Jurek to Zahn's name.
I oh, well, that's true.
No.
I could. 182. Sorry, I just got Blink 182 stuck in my head now. There we go. Zahn.
Yes.
There we go. Now I can remember. All right. He is going to attempt to... he's going to attempt to swing his sword again. Oh, he's got 2
Who?
attacks. I missed that the last time. At Kadath, because that's who he's facing. He hasn't been attacked from behind yet. The first one was only a 19 to hit, but the second swing, he catches you on the back swing with a 22.
Okay. Who does?
Zahn does.
He takes 25 cold damage.
Holy crap. He only does 8 damage to you.
Sucks to be him.
25, you said?
Yep.
Holy crap.
Armor of Agathis.
He's getting the snot beat out of him. All right. Evangeline.
All right.
You hear him mutter under his breath, shit, shit.
All right. I'm going to shoot 2 arrows at the 37 guard.
All right.
Ooh. Natural 20 and a 17. So it's for a 31 and a 28.
They're both going to hit. What is your total damage?
For
That's some
26.
very quick typing.
26.
That
Sorry.
is enough to kill him.
And Buckley is going to attack for a 20. Man, my brain's not working.
It's going to hit. Anything above a 20 is
It's
going to hit.
25 is what it
Yeah.
is. And he does for 8 points of damage.
All right.
And then he's going to move. No, he's not.
No, he's not?
No.
Okay. He's going to stay put. That brings us to Fix.
All right. So, as a free action, I'm going to kind of be like, psst, your buddy's dead, to get his attention and step and move back. Does he take an attack?
He will take an attack of opportunity. That is a 21 to hit.
That misses.
Doggone you. What
So,
is your AC?
a lot. 23.
Sheesh. It is feasible for him to hit you, but I have to roll pretty dang high.
Oh, I never said it wasn't feasible, but so I'm going to move there. Bonus action. Actually, no. My action. I'm going to cast haste on Kadath and tell him, kill this guy. So you get to take an attack.
Okay. It'd be a 30 to hit for 10.
Yup. He's still
Then
standing.
My action, bonus action. Sorry, my bonus
Only
action.
just.
The fist is going to move his 60 feet, and then he's going to bash him in the face.
Oh, jeez. This might do him in.
I'm going to use my inspiration because I don't want that too.
Okay.
That's better. 28 to hit.
That hits.
All right.
Oh, geez. I'm sinking.
Don't do that.
You're going to bash him right into the ground.
Yeah. Ooh. Ow. That's going to hurt.
Oh, no.
That's 38 points of damage.
You obliterate him. He is a pile of goo underneath your big B's hand.
All right. Rest of my movement, I'll move there. Free action, I'll call out to the guards. Yield or you'll get the same fate as these two.
Yeah. They seem to be paying no mind.
Okay, and they're going to get the same fate.
All right.
Stupid guards.
Stupid guards. Elkian wrestles the bow out from the guard and turns around and takes 2 swings at the guard, or not the bow, his longsword. Takes 2 swings at the guard. Only one of them is going to actually hit. For minimal damage. That's whopping like 4 points of damage there. Yeah. I'm rolling good tonight, guys. Rolling good. All right. That's what Elkian's doing. Kenneth!
Alright. And I'm hasted, right?
You are. And it is approximately
Man,
30-foot drop from the balcony.
having to refresh my owlbear every like 2 minutes. It's
Oh,
really
no.
annoying.
Well, that's a shame.
Keeps doing the whole disconnection thing.
Huh.
All right, it's a 30-foot drop.
Yes.
So
Or-
2d6 damage if you jumped.
But
or-
everyone's down there, right?
Everyone is down there, or you can do a 10. Oh, I forgot about the fighter that's up in the stands. He's going to leave. Or 10 foot from the balcony to the lower level of the bleachers, and then 20 foot down. So you can avoid 1d6 if you jump. If you want to go
Or
that route.
I can just
Or you can just jump and levitate, I guess.
yeah. Well,
I
that's
don't-
kind of what I was thinking.
You can look cool.
Let me double check something.
If you holler, maybe I can feather fall you.
Oh, I've got
wait a minute.
levitate.
I already took my reaction.
Yep. You cast shield.
I did.
This guard booked it out of there.
Which he's like, not gonna do it.
Yeah, she warped him over there, so she's
Okay.
like, "Mm-mm."
So I'm going to. Oh, it takes an action to do levitate. Dang it.
Oh, well, you can jump and levitate and drop down on him next round.
I mean, are you beat up very badly?
No, I haven't really taken any damage, just temporary hit points.
Yeah, so if you take the 2d6, you get 3 attacks, or an extra attack action.
An extra attack action.
And there's a guy straight down below me, right?
He is.
He is.
Like if I jump
You
down,
have a intruder.
Whose dogs?
Intruder.
Is that Joe's dogs?
I think so.
yeah,
Man, they don't like whatever's going
they
on.
came in through their window.
He
Yeah, those are
has.
mine. Sorry.
He hasn't
all
taken
good.
any actions. It's an illithid. He was chained with everybody else. You know that he's been brought in like as a slave.
Okay.
So
So we may or may not need to kill him. Who is a bad guy here? Jurek? No, Jurek's a good guy, right?
Jurek is a good guy. He's a good guy. But the two fighters down here are both bad guys. They seem to still be tussling down there. And then all of these archers up here on the towers are shooting things, or at least attempting to shoot things.
Those guys.
You can start eldritch blasting them.
Let me. Actually, I'm gonna try something here. How far up is that?
The towers?
Yeah.
They are approximately from this upper level where you guys came in. They're approximately 40 feet taller than that upper level. So 10, 50 feet vertical at least. And then however the distance. So
but like from the top of the thing, how far up are they?
they're about 40 feet up from the top of this.
Oh, so they're pretty high up there.
Yeah. Yeah, they're towers. They're towers enough to be able to see all of the arena, as well as if they go to the backside, they can see the outside of the Coliseum as well.
Gotcha. All right, then I will just start Eldritch blasting them, I guess. Don't really have a better way to get at
Does he
them
get
at the moment.
an extra attack, or is it specifically a weapon attack? How does haste word that?
I don't know what the wording on haste is.
I don't either. I'd have to look it up. I was hoping.
Sorry,
Joe
I was
would tell
muted.
me.
I am trying to find that out. You cannot cast Eldritch Blast with your haste actions because it's not an attack, it's a cantrip.
Okay, so it has to actually be
An attack.
a weapon attack.
Okay.
Okay.
Then here's what
a
I'll
weapon
do.
attack. Okay.
First, I'm going to send some Eldritch Blasts up there at those guys. And I
Take
have a
a
total
running
of
leap.
3 blasts.
All right. You want to just hammer one until he's dead, or do you want to split it up ahead of time?
Yeah, I'll hit one till he's dead, and then the next.
Okay. AC is only like 14 or 16. 13.
Okay.
It's 13.
Well, the first one is 28 to hit
It's
for 10 damage.
okay. Second one might kill him.
Second one is a 14 to hit
That hits.
for 8 damage.
Yep.
Next one is natural 1.
Misses. You do see two
That one
blasts go into
fizzles.
one of those archers, and he kind of and then he falls over the tower. Dramatic death, and he falls down and splat on the bleachers.
And then I'm just gonna do the slightly safer version and basically go up here, jump down to the bleachers, and then jump
Okay.
down.
Okay.
So that's
All right.
probably all my
That's your
movement,
movement,
basically.
Well, you have double movement.
That's
Oh,
true,
that's
because
true. I
you're
do
hasted.
double movement.
So you
Okay.
can get up in somebody's faces if you wanted to, I suppose.
I will go get up in this guy's face, and
And you would
Alright.
still have your attack action.
I can attack him.
Uh,
And is it a full attack?
oh yeah.
Or
Yes,
Okay.
with one weapon.
Is it a full attack or is
Well-
it just one attack?
is it one attack, or is it because I
Because he
get
gets
2
two attacks per
normal?
action, so he doesn't get a full action. He gets an attack.
It says
it'd be-
you can be used to take the attack action, or well, the attack with one weapon attack only.
So what?
Okay,
Get an
so
dash,
additional attack.
disengage, hide, or use an object action.
Can
Okay,
you
so I
go
can hit him
over-
once.
Can you go over 1 square?
Over 1 square where?
Or
Uh,
are you
you
still
have-
levitating?
Direct
No, I
flanking
didn't
with
levitate.
Buckley.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I can go there. So that gives me like 28 to hit
That hits.
for 11 damage.
Okay. He is still standing. All right. So that
I
is
guess I take
your
D6
turn.
damage because I dropped down.
Yeah.
So hold 2.
A whole 2 damage.
And the
Ouch.
ground takes 25 points of cold damage.
Right. And this
So now
guard is
that part of the ground is frozen.
this guard is totally flabbergasted at the speed of which this Goliath can move. All right. Forsyth,
Okay.
take care of these guys.
It's still not letting me move my character, but I would move between the two.
All right. Can you move the eagle? I'll just switch it back out for the eagle.
No, it's not letting me move anything except the
What
map.
the heck? All right. Well, that is
I have
very
hand
weird.
selected.
I don't know what's going on. That's very weird. All right. I
Yeah,
moved you up.
okay.
So
Yeah. Okay. So let me first do a d6. I got a 3. So we're going to do 2 slam attacks.
all right. One on each, or
for-
you gonna focus on one of them?
We're going to focus. Well, actually, we're going to do one on the one who flew first.
Okay.
Because
probably
it just
take him
makes
out.
sense to try to eliminate one of the targets.
All right.
That is a 15 on the die.
That hits. They've only
Okay.
got an AC of 13.
Yeah. Well, that's 15 plus 8. So anyway,
It's a lot.
23. Let's see. So that's 2d8 plus 5.
Oh yeah, he's gonna die.
Yeah, that's 11 points of damage. Rolled bad.
Yep, that's all right. He's dead.
Okay, and on the second one, that is a 24 to hit,
That hits.
and that is
Might
13
be.
points of damage.
Yep, you're gonna take him out too.
And then I'm going to use the rest of my movement
You only
to
moved
move.
like 5 feet. How much movement do
Yeah,
you got?
I believe it is 90.
Okay.
Yeah, 90
You're
feet
gonna
flying.
head this direction.
So 85 towards the other side of the map.
You're flying over Big B's hand.
Yeah, good enough for me.
All right. You're like halfway there practically. All right.
That was the point. Yeah, get
Yeah.
as close as I can.
That's pretty cool. All right. So that's it for you.
That's
Next
it.
is this fighter is going to pull a short sword because I think they have a short sword. Let me check their stats. Or they do indeed have a short sword. So he's going to pull a short sword and attempt to hit Elkian. That is going to hit Elkian. A whopping 8 points of damage. Oh no, I rolled the wrong die. Well, that's even less. 5 points of damage on Elkian. I'm not going to change his name. He's got 5 points of damage. This fighter is a little freaked out, but he's going to continue to try to attack Buckley and probably only hit him once. One of them was only a 13 to hit. The other one was a 18 to hit.
One hits.
All right. This is the die for that one. Whoo, that's 11 points of damage on Buckley. That was max damage for him. This archer is going to attempt to shoot Fix, who is the only one left on the balcony, for a shoot, a 21. Dang.
That's a miss.
Sorry, no.
These two archers are going to, one of them's going to shoot at Evangeline. That is a 15 to hit Evangeline.
That hits.
Okay. For 7 points of damage. And the other one is going to shoot at Kadeth. Have him run up there and miss because that was a 13 to hit. I'm getting double digits for my attacks, guys. All right.
I don't know how that happened.
I don't know, man. All right. That's the archers and fighters because they don't have much left. Jorn is going to turn around and Eldritch Blast this archer up above him. Hit once. Hit twice. Woo! 10 and 12 almost kills him. He's got 12 points of damage. All right. That brings us to the bottom of the initiative, which, nope, that should be a 2. Which he's going to Eldritch Blast that knight again. Oh, that's a 17 damage. 23 damage, and that was a miss. So 23 damage. All right, he's not looking good. This 41 guy, he's not looking good at all. Jurek is not doing anything because he doesn't have anything in his hands to do anything with. He's just trying to stay the heck out of dodge there. Zahn is gone. Evangeline.
All right. I am going to.
They are probably going to move away, actually, the two of them.
Right here. I'm going to take 2 swipes with my greatsword.
Swiping a great sword.
She is swiping her greatsword.
Okay.
Is it
for
purple?
a
Oh wait, that'd be a great
27 and
sword.
a dirty 20.
Both hit. You don't normally see Evangeline in melee, but when she does, she carries a big sword.
Walk proud and carry a big stick.
Speak softly and carry a big stick.
How
For
much
20
damage?
24 points of slashing damage.
24?
Yes.
Oh, he is looking not so hot, too.
And Buckley is pretty ticked. For 21 to hit.
That hits.
For yep. Ooh, max damage for 12 points of force damage.
That is enough to kill him. And is that your turn?
Let me see what my bonus action would be. Nope, that's it.
That's it. All right. Fix.
All right. Bonus action. That goes down and smashes the fighter there.
That
I
poor
was
fighter
gonna go
doesn't
after.
have a chance.
I was gonna go after the archers, but they're too far away.
They are very far away.
Oh God.
Unfortunately, their aim is pretty off, too.
Yeah. That's a natural 20.
A stormtrooper.
Oh, yeah. Okay, you don't even have to roll damage. He only has 9 hit points.
Well, it's 68. So.
Yeah, smashed.
He has been smashed. He's more of a pulp than Zahn is.
Alkian just sees this big old fist come down and smash into that guy. All right, and then
He'll take a step back.
and then from me, this guy right here, firebolt.
All right.
That
AC
is
13.
a 25 to hit.
That hits.
Right.
Even I can hit these guys most of the time.
I don't believe that.
That is a 26 points of damage.
Jeez, you take him out in one hit. Kabam.
And you know what? I'm gonna take the 2d6 points of damage.
All right, you jump down.
I jump down here, and the 2d6.
All this jumping stuff. Just fly.
I know, right? It's like, man, you guys are making it hard on yourselves.
That's not bad. That's 4 points of damage. And the
I can
ground
fly
takes
at 90 feet. So.
the ground takes only 10 points
Only
of
10 points of cold
cold
damage.
damage.
Nice. All right.
That is my turn.
All right. Elkian is there. Oh no, he's gonna come over here and try to pick their. Oh yeah, successfully does that. They are now no longer combined. Kadath. It seems that the only enemies are in the towers. This one's hit pretty good from Jurek, who shot up at him. And then there's this one over here.
Leave mine alone.
Let's see.
Hey, you already took out 4.
So far.
Okay, they're both in range of Eldritch Blasts.
Start with this one.
Yeah. Sure.
The furthest. That'll take the longest for Forsyth to get to.
Yeah.
Well, that one was a
I'm
natural
2
one.
turns away from
That
them.
missed.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm not rolling great. That's a 12.
Oh, that just misses. Their AC is 13.
Finally, a
He might actually survive this one.
third. Well, I missed the first one too, so that's a 26 for a whole 3 points.
Wow. Yeah, he's definitely surviving that one. All right. That brings us to Forsyth.
Reminds me in the movies where somebody's getting shot at and like they survive and they check their body like all shocked that they're still there.
Okay, so let's roll the d6 and see if we get the.
Yeah, see if you get it back. I'm gonna let you
no,
move
I got
all
a
the way there.
4. What do I need to get it
I
back?
can't get any further. I think it's a 5 or 6.
Nope, we're charged 4 to 6.
Oh, cool. All right.
So I got it back. I am
You
going
got it
to
back.
require them to make DC 13 savings throws.
Ooh, that one got a 19. So he did make the save. Although you might kill
Okay.
him anyway.
All right. Well, no, I doubt that. It's only the. Where am I? Brain's dead. Too many windows to open. That's the 3d8 plus 2. So. 12, 13, 14. So 7 points of damage.
7? Yep, that was enough
Yeah.
to kill him.
Okay.
I told you might kill him.
Yeah.
Even though he saved.
Yeah.
All right. It did take your full movement to get there.
Yep.
But if you have any like bonus actions or something you want to do, I don't know. That's
I
up
don't
to
have
you.
any bonus actions
Okay.
as far as this goes.
All right. That leaves just this guy, who is not liking his odds at the moment, is moving away and disappears from view.
Good luck with that.
All right. Are
Uh,
we out of combat?
Jorn will jump down,
Oh, I was
taking a
going to
little bit
follow
of
him.
damage, and come this way. You see, I forget that you're up there. You see him go down in a trapdoor in the tower. And you notice
Yeah.
that all of these towers have like trapdoors, so he went down under into the tower.
Okay.
So, all right. At this
Yeah.
point, we are out of initiative, but I will allow you to chase him if you'd like to chase him. That's fine.
I would love to chase him.
Okay. You have 90 feet of movement. He has
Right.
30 feet of movement. You are going
Right.
to
How
catch
far
up
away
to
am
him.
I from him? Well,
You are-
it wouldn't take me but 2 rounds to catch up to him anyway.
Yeah, it wouldn't take you very long to catch up to him at all. Go ahead and roll your d6 maybe twice while you're trying to
Okay.
catch up to him, just to see
I
if you
shall do
regain
that.
that charge.
Oh yeah, I did.
Okay. So what do you want to
I
do
got
to
a
him when
3
you
and a
catch up
5.
to him? You catch up to
Uh,
him as he's getting ready to exit the Coliseum.
I'm gonna knock him off his feet if I can.
All right.
So DC 13.
Oh yeah. Ooh, he did save that.
Okay, and he's only going to take again 7 points of damage for that.
Okay. So he is still moving, but you can stay right on top of him.
Right.
So next round, you're outside the Coliseum. You do see some people kind of around who have stopped and kind of looked at the Coliseum, not really quite sure what to do. They hear the noise. You can kind of see the look of confusion on their face. Some of them are completely freaked out by the elemental that's just slamming this poor archer,
Right.
and run. They leave the area immediately. So go ahead and make another attack on him.
Going to do a slam attack. That's a 18 to hit,
That'll hit.
and that's 18 points of damage.
Okay, that's enough to kill him.
Okay.
You
Or at
kill him?
least knock him out.
Well,
We're going to leave him
they
there.
don't have much. You can leave him there to bleed out.
Yeah.
And rejoin everybody in the Coliseum.
Yeah. Hey guys.
Okay. All right.
No more archers.
All right. Meanwhile, in the Coliseum, you have about 2 rounds before, well, maybe 3 rounds before Forsyth makes it back. But everybody's there now. About 3 rounds later. What would you like to do? We're out of combat.
I'll look to
Free the
Jurek.
slaves.
Well, they're already freed at this
Yeah.
point. I'll look to Jurek and ask him, "Are you okay?"
He will say, "Well, better now. Glad to see friends."
Are the rest of these friends?
I
Mostly to the
mean,
captives.
as much as friends in this kind of circumstance can be, to the best of my knowledge, I knew none of them before we were captive. So the tiefling kind of just holds up his hands. He's like, "I just want to go home, man."
I'll
Let me
take a moment
introduce to you.
just out of to see any of them resonate with me.
No,
Okay.
none of them resonate with you.
I'll look to them and say, "How do you plan to get home?"
I have no idea at this point. I'm assuming that we're in the center of the city.
Does Elkian introduce himself?
No, Elkian's just kind of standing there watching
Okay.
at the moment.
What are your names?
I can carry 1 or 2 home at a time, but I'd have to wait an hour.
Well, I'd ask them for their names first.
I'm going to go
to
sit in
tell
the
me
corner
I
and
did
rest.
not write these guys' names. Where is it? Here it is. All right. The orc. Nope. Yep, that's it. Or he's really more of a half orc. Will nod. He'll say, "I am Baglar."
Who says that?
The orc.
Which orc?
That one.
The slave orc.
Okay.
Half orc. He's a half orc. He's not
Half-orc.
really an orc.
And
He's
what
a
did
half
he
orc.
say his name was?
Baglar.
Baglar.
Bag. Lar. His name is Baglar. The tiefling will say, "I am what are these names? Aradius."
Well,
Aradius. The illithid, I don't. Let me double check. I'm thinking they don't speak.
I don't remember.
They can speak telepathically.
They can speak telepathically. I think they understand. They just don't
Right.
speak. Oh shoot, they're not in here as illithids. What are they called in here?
Mind flayers.
Yeah.
Oh, for crying out loud. Ugh. Languages. Oh, okay. Yeah, they have. Okay. He will look at you. I'm sinking again. The stupid chair. He will look at you and I'm gonna give him one of those names. He will say, Zek.
Nice to meet you.
And the elf standing pretty much kind of just behind Jurek a little bit. He will look at you and say, I am Elkian. And if you are friends of Jurek, you are friends of mine.
Fix would recognize that name.
Fix should recognize that name.
I'm trying to remember where from.
He
F,
is
not Ephraimon. Ephraimon. Yes.
You heard it in Ephraimon. You never saw him in Ephraimon.
No.
He is actually supposed to be in Padoon in the same forest, in the Biodenif forest. He is actually Zybella's uncle.
Oh, he is the one that was receiving the sacrifices and giving them homes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Fix, being in mixed company, won't say anything. He'll just kind of nod and say, I hear good things of you. And then he will look to the others and look to Evangeline and Kadath, and we'll also include Forsyth in the conversation since he's not too far away. Telepathically ask,
Trying to
how are we
rest.
getting everyone out? Because we can't really take it to our host's house, or take them to our host's house at the moment.
At this point, you will begin to hear bells, as if alarms. There are alarms.
Oh, wait.
Alarm bells.
Hold on.
How long will they take to get to you?
I shall tell everybody who to pull together.
I'll pull together.
Mm-hmm. Particularly the ones that were brought in to slave trade. I have 2 more dust of disappearance.
Dust of disappearance can cover.
10-foot. Or
It's an
spread.
area, or is it a number of creatures?
It's an area, I believe.
Anybody within 10 feet of me.
Okay.
But we can't see each
Will
other.
that get everybody?
Doesn't matter. That's why I said I have 2, and that should get everybody.
I think we could all get in within 10 feet.
Within 10 feet?
We're short.
Yeah, I think everybody could get in within 10 feet.
All right. And
Forsyth will take a deep breath and calm his air so that he can survive in the same space as everybody.
Oh no, I was I would have reverted form for a rest.
Oh, okay.
Because it takes 2 transformations to get to an elemental.
That's true.
I will use a dust of disappearance, and as soon as I do that, I will cast see invisibility.
You would want to do it the other way because dust of disappearance goes
Yeah.
away when you cast.
It
Okay,
acts
the
like
other way.
invisibility, so do
The
it
other
the
way.
other. Yeah. So that's fine. All right. You can see everybody who is invisible. Everybody disappears from each other's sights, except for Forsyth. Forsyth, you can see everybody too.
Right.
And everybody is who they appear to be.
Except me, who's still in an half orc form.
Well, yes, but you know, you don't have to see your true form. You know what it is.
I know.
Kadeth,
Mhm.
you usually do some kind of detect magic, right?
Yeah.
And would you be popping that up as combat ended?
Yes.
Oh, and we
Okay.
would have run over and um, removed valuables from the mayor and the what's his
Jinnik.
name, Jinnik.
Angenic. All right. You will, because you had like 3 rounds or so before Forsyth got back, and another round before you heard the bells. You would have time to do so. On the mage that you killed, there is a necklace that is glowing. I believe it is evocation. It's a gold chain with 3 non-symmetrical beads on it. Beads of amber.
Is it a necklace of fireballs?
Yes, it is.
What are the beads each?
They're fireballs. Fireballs. It's a
Okay, they're all
necklace of
just at
fireballs.
base
Yeah.
level.
Yeah, base level fireballs. Um, on Zahn, you don't see, well, his sword gives a slight glow to it. It's a very fine sword. It's a +1 long sword. Other than that, you find a letter addressed to Zahn. It looks to be a letter of writ. And at a quick glance, you do see it is signed by Duranet the Fifth. I assume you pocket it. You're not
Yep.
going to take time to read it right now.
No.
On Jinnik, you will find a ring that glows. I believe it is of divination. I have to see what the spell does.
Somebody is typing away.
Yeah, he's taking notes.
Who's
Sorry.
taking notes?
I am.
Oh.
Abjuration, my bad. It's
Every
abjuration.
time.
Every time. A ring that glows with abjuration. It is faint. And you find a letter. It does not take much to read. It's a very quick read. It just says item in Skyfield based on research EK.
EK.
EK. EK. That's what you pick up on those 3.
All right.
Then you cast see invisibility. And you send your dust of disappearance.
While they were searching, I would have been working with Buckley to heal.
Okay.
Or repair in his case.
Kadeth,
Mm-hmm.
you see that among you all what you expect to see, but you also see the Illithid's bracelet is glowing. I have to see what it glows because I'm tired of telling you wrong. Abjuration.
Okay.
The Illithid was the only one that was already wearing a bracelet when you saw them all come in.
And we didn't recognize the bracelet, did we?
No.
All right. And then I guess we clumsily make our way back to our host's house.
Okay, you're in the bottom of the Colosseum. Elkian will say, "This is the way that we came in," and he will begin to lead you out of the Colosseum floor. Making your way outside of the Colosseum.
Forsyth and I will make sure that we're telling everybody where he's going.
Right.
Right. No problem.
That's kind of what I anticipated.
Yeah, Elkian can't see anybody. He's like, this way. So he just assumes everybody's invisible, and he starts heading that direction. You guys start to follow with some guidance of Evangeline and Forsyth and Cadeth, because of your, at least for a little while, your detect magic. You can see kind of where everybody's going to.
Okay.
And so you kind of corral everybody out that direction. As you reach the doors that will exit out of here, you hear massive well, you're not even at the doors, you're in a tunnel. Massive commotion above you. You hear tons of like foot soldiers, and you can hear muffled voices a little bit. You can't really make out what they're saying because it's just the dirt and whatnot. It's just, but you can hear muffled voices, which tells you they're yelling at each other and whatnot.
Mhm.
As you reach the edge of the tunnel, you do see coming out of the tunnel, Elkian kind of hesitates just briefly. You will see two archers that seem to be trained on the tunnel entrance. They are approximately 60 feet away from the tunnel entrance, and they're kind of half covered, and they definitely have bows strung and ready to shoot anybody that comes out of the tunnel. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
Would you like me to go take care of them?
No, we don't want any more attention.
I don't think there's going to be much attention.
The noise would be attention.
15.
Well, I'll take a natural 20.
2.
22?
2.
Oh, 2.
Two.
That's all right. Goes along with a couple of the, like the
Buck-
Illithid and the
Buckley got
half
a
orc.
19. No.
Because I have disadvantage and a +0, so
A 23. And I got a dirty 20.
Okay.
Actually, Kadath, take the higher. I would have negated your disadvantage.
okay, that's
I
6.
should have done the
Oh, I
fast.
shouldn't have done that. Then. Oh, Lord. Oh, well. Oh, well.
It
It's
was
still
worth-
better than a 2.
Give me a minute.
Actually,
I
I could cast the pass without trace, but
But then you wouldn't be
I
invisible.
might have a flash of genius.
it's got a verbal.
Yeah.
And at least add 5 to whatever you rolled. Maybe that'll help.
brings
Okay,
him up
that
to an
puts it at
11.
Still
They-
better than a 2.
All right. Though you know you are making noise, it's more of that shuffling sound, maybe the rustle of the hand against the wall, or things of that nature. It's not a large amount of noise. And as you come to the door, those of you who can see Elkian, he comes out of the tunnel. It's not even a door, it's really more of an opening. He comes out of the tunnel and moves off to the left to seemingly go between some buildings to get out of line of the archers, basically. He doesn't know how long this invisibility is going to last. He also realizes that everybody's making noise because he too rolled a 20. He's like, I don't want to be wrapped up in that. Do you all follow suit that direction?
If
Absolutely.
I'm told that way, yeah.
Okay. All right.
But I'm gonna bring up the rear at this point.
Okay. As you start to make your way, because you said you were going to make your way back to Methics.
Mm-hmm.
All right. As you begin to make your way back to the Methic estate, you will see some guards kind of rushing toward the Colosseum. You will hear some guards kind of gather, and one of them actually says, Lady Studani. You hear one of the guards say to another one, says, Lady Studani has seen the attackers. Report to her. She will give you descriptions.
Oh, this should be interesting.
You continue to make your way to the Methic estate. You will see Neberos and Ilifin kind of standing on one side of the estate as you approach. They seem to be in casual conversation, but taking glances. All of you, it doesn't take much of your insight to know that they're on the lookout.
I'm going to try something, and I'm trying to urge them to open the door.
Nothing seems to happen.
Okay. Then I'll ask Forsyth to tell them to open the door.
Okay. I'm going to. We'll start the simple way, but we'll hold on to an action. I'm going to just speak to them telepathically
Okay.
and say, "Quick, open the door."
Whichever one you speak to. You can't speak
Whichever
to
one's
both of them.
nearest.
I'll say Neberos. You speak to
Okay.
Neberos, and he startles at first, and then he goes to the door and he goes ahead and opens it. And casually talks to Ilifin while they kind of walk through the door, leaving a very wide berth for anybody to get in.
Following.
And taking their time to shut the door afterwards.
Following.
You would follow him in?
All right. All of you
I'm
get
going to follow
inside.
them
All right. All of you kind of shuffle past. They kind of feel you moving past them. And once they kind of no longer feel you, you see the door shut. And they both start to head toward the estate.
I'll tell Fix in his head because we got the telepathic thing going on. So is this what the jagged dream does? Are you happy now? This town is in chaos.
The town is in chaos.
And do you trust this lady Sudani? Are you sure you're going to put her in charge?
We'll find out soon enough.
Basically, I'm nagging him like a bad wife.
While everybody moves on, I'm going to keep watch on these two.
Okay. They go to the main door and they open up the main door. One of them goes in, the other one stays out and keeps watching. Ilifin goes in. Neberos stays out and continues to watch. You hear Ilifin go in and you hear her say, Lord Methic. And he'll come out and she'll say something along the lines of, there's been a commotion. I'm sure you will have visitors soon.
Noted. I will pass along what I hear to everybody else.
You will see Lord.
You want me to mess with them?
You will see Methic kind of walk into the sitting area and just kind of get a drink and just kind of stand there and wait, staring at his
want me-
fireplace or whatever.
You
And I
guys want
wait
me to
for the-
mess with them?
No, I think that they don't need any more action in their lives for tonight.
No heart attacks.
Yeah, no.
Darn.
And then I suppose we just wait for the dust of disappearance to wear off. It'd probably
Alright.
be soon. I think it's 10 minutes.
I believe so.
Oh yeah, then
Oh
it
no,
will.
wait a minute. Hold on.
I was gonna say invisibility usually lasts an hour.
I actually wait a minute. Let me look it up. It might be less than that.
Oh, well, then you would have become visible before you even hit the estate. I was under the impression it lasts an hour.
2d4 minutes.
2d4 minutes. Roll those 2d4.
We might already be visible.
You are already visible.
So it lasted for 7 minutes.
7 minutes. Okay, that's not too bad. You managed to make it out of the tunnel and through several of the alleyways before you become visible, but you are visible when you hit the Mythic Estate. So Nebros would have recognized, well,
And he would
Yeah, but they opened the door
some of you.
because they heard it in their head. They opened the door.
Yeah.
They didn't know why.
Okay. But yeah,
Um,
you're in and you go. Instead of Illithin, she'll say, Lord Mythic, your guests have returned.
I'd look at the Mind Flayer. I assume you escaped from somebody. And I'll motion to his bracelet.
He will respond. He'll kind of grab the bracelet. Says, if you know of a way to remove it, it would be appreciated. But
I
Who
will look at it
but
who
no.
put it on?
while
there?
Fix is talking to him.
Okay. He'll let you look at it. He will say, I was captured just outside of, let me grab my map. Just outside of Cartaris.
And telepathically, I'd tell Evangeline to wait before she actually removes it. Because I don't know what this thing does.
I will continue looking at it like I'm trying to remove it.
Figure it out.
Study it. Decide what I want to do with it when I get it off of him.
All right.
Oh, I can take care of that.
Roll me, Evangeline. Go ahead and roll me. You can go ahead and roll me your Numenera.
That's a 26.
Okay. You recognize this as a device. You've seen the Order of Truth use them before, but maybe only once. Like it's not really pleasant necessarily. The device is actually an anti-magic. But the Illithid will telepathically continue to speak to you. He says, I was captured outside of Cartaris. This was placed on me by my captors.
And what
I will
happens if we remove it? Oh, go ahead.
I will tell you telepathically that it is an anti-magic.
And what will there be any issues if we remove it from you?
Not unless you intend me harm.
Irish side?
Sorry, what was that?
Not unless you intend me harm.
No. Telepathically, I'll tell Evangeline I can negate it, but it won't be useful afterwards.
I can shrink his arm.
Let me see
Seriously.
if I can open it first and keep it usable.
Okay.
Okay. I want
I like my way.
a.
And
Go
I
ahead.
dismiss if I can.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a lockpick
That's,
skill.
I can.
that's a
That's
sleight of
me.
hand, right?
Yes, that is
Yeah,
a sleight of
that's.
hand.
I have proficiency with these tools.
That is a 24.
Hey, look at that. I was gonna say you can do it with advantage
proficiency
if
with
you
a
want
whole bunch of tools.
to. Yeah.
Oh, I can try
Um,
again. Well,
I mean, you can do it with advantage because Forsyth's right there. Like he can. No, no. Do it
it's
this
still
way.
a 24.
Okay. Now, so you are going to be able to remove it. Roll me Arcana to see if you can maintain the magic.
A natural 20 for a 31.
Okay. Yes, you are able to. It clicks. You're able to pull it open, and Kadeth, you still see the same magic on it. It is still an anti-magic bracelet.
Okay.
I will take it. I will pull a fix. I will turn my back and I will find something to wrap it in and I will slide it in my bag of holding. That's not with the soul stone.
No, put it with the soul stone. Let's see what happens.
Wait, before she puts it in there, based on her knowledge of it, would the anti-magic that's imbued in it affect the bag of holding?
It would not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. From what she realizes is that when it is actually closed, clasped, that actually sends out the anti-magic. It's whatever's enclosed within it, basically. Whoever it's on. It's
Okay.
not even an area of effect. It affects the person
And I will
who's
make
wearing
sure
it.
to wrap it to where it won't accidentally clasp shut.
And you
Okay.
will hear a little bit of gurgle come from the illithid. It seems to be an audible sigh. Like,
You're welcome.
ah.
I'm going to take that as a thank you and tell him you're welcome.
And then I will motion to our gracious host and tell, well, not motion, but I'll look to him and I'll say, we'll find out if our plan is going to go awry or not. It seems that Lady Stradani saw the attackers and has a description of them.
Well, could be either way. She could be making her own plans and schemes, or she could just be using this as a ruse of, go along with it until she can get where she needs to be.
Oh, I no doubt, and I think that it's a smart plan so long as her description is agreeable.
Well, we'll see. How long do you intend on staying in town? I am assuming you, because of the ruckus, your job was complete.
Depends on Lady Sudani.
Yes, it does.
Do I need to invite her again?
I think you should first put your ear to the ground and find out what has been said and what is going on.
Is my memory serving me
do that.
correctly or not? Are there other members of the Jagged Dream in town?
Like 3 more or 2 more?
There are the 2 with the Methics.
Mhm.
Well, the Methics, Lord and Lady Methic. You've added Neberos. And there are, I think, 2 others, if I recall correctly.
That is what I remember. 2 additional.
Oh, nope, I have 3. 3 additional in town who are not at this estate.
Okay.
Perhaps one of them could see what they hear.
Oh, most definitely. I can.
Without putting anybody in the household in too much jeopardy yet.
Yes, I'll send Ulros to check that out. He does
What's
not
to
leave the
okay.
estate much.
What's to you know what? The one you had care for Stradani. Do you think she
Kilius?
yeah.
I think his name is. I have to look again. You keep making me.
Kilius.
Yeah,
Kill.
Yep, Kilius.
No. Kilius.
Yes.
Actually no, scratch that idea. Question, what is to happen to the Jinnick estate?
Well, it's not every day that a lord or a lady is, you know, murdered in this town. Um, Most likely it will go to an heir would be the most reasonable, but I don't believe Jinnick has an heir, nor does he have a lady.
I will be consulting the book.
I believe that it'll probably go to whomever takes over for governorship to deal with. Yeah, basically, it goes to the state, I guess I should say.
Would that not be Zan's estate?
Well, that will be Zan's estate if you have managed to dispatch of him as well.
I
If there
keep
is
to
no
my
heir,
word.
it goes to the state.
It gets tied up in probate court.
Yeah, basically.
Unless Jinnick has a will.
Even then, in this town, it might get tied up in probate court all the same.
Forsyth.
See,
I seem to remember you mentioning that you were very good at creating documents.
I've been known to put pen to paper.
You
Let's-
think you could create a document that establishes a sizable debt from Jennick to the Trenton estate?
I'm sure that we can come up with something. Uh, now's when I wish Kosha was here. She's actually
See, the
better.
rich get richer on the back of the street urchin.
But sure, we can. Being we actually have an understanding of the languages and documents, we can sure put pen to paper on and work something out. So, sure, let's go
All
do
right.
this.
Go ahead and roll me. What are your toolkits that you're proficient in?
Disguise herbalism and thieves' tools.
And thieves' tools. Okay. Go ahead and roll me a.
And let me see. Do I have that? Oh, yes. I would guide him. I would pray to Gon to guide him and give him guidance. So you can add a D4 to that.
Okay.
And while he's working on that, I'm going to pull out a sheet of parchment and the ink, and I'm going to concentrate real hard on genic uproot. Let's see what I come up with.
You're gonna put ink to parchment and see what you come up with.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. First of all, Forsyth, just roll me a straight wisdom check first.
Ah,
You don't have to do the guidance on this one. This is just a straight wisdom.
that's a 20.
Okay. Good. Then roll me a. Go ahead and roll me a sleight of hand. I will allow you to use sleight of hand for this. With advantage and with the guidance, because any pertinent information you need for the Trinson estate, Fix will know. So it's not like you're completely forging this.
34.
Oh, good heavens. All right.
Plus 12 doesn't hurt.
You have a very well written out in the language of the Trinsons would be of a debt, a bill basically that is very reasonable yet extensive.
Added an inside of 18.
Nice. it would pass as like, okay, this is a bill of debt that needs to be rectified.
We're having some fun now.
I would thanks Forsyth, and as I look at it, I kind of like look
That'll
at it
be
and I look at
$2.
him. I look at
That'll
him
be
and
$2. There's the notary fee.
I'll toss him 2 gold.
Oh my goodness. All right.
There's got to be a sense of humor, right?
All right. It is at this point. Methic will say it would probably be best if that is found at his estate. I can send Illifin into his estate with this information to have it be on in his business.
There are other ways, but that'll work too.
Yeah. Wouldn't I guess the question would Forsyth wouldn't he have made 2, one for the debtor and one for the deadee?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely.
Then I'll hand him the one that would go to
The debtor.
yeah
Yeah,
Genix side of it.
Genix side of it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. And Illifin will take it, and she will say, "I will take care of this immediately."
Thank you.
That's going to the party of the second part. The other goes to the party of the first part.
Of the first
It's a
part.
good party.
Yep. And Illifin will disappear. With that, we're going to take a quick break because it is already 8:30, and I need to go to the bathroom.
All right.
I need to pull my hair out.
So we will be right back. All right.
And we're
It's
back.
Joe's fault.
It's all my fault. Always my
It's
fault.
Joe's fault. It's Joe's fault.
That's why
Um,
he's hiding his face.
He's hiding.
I'm eating yummy, yummy food.
All right. You are at the Mythic Estate. Elephant has been sent off with a copy of the debt for the Trinsons to get into Genix office so that when the estate goes through there, they will find it. Or when the state goes through there, they will find it. There's definitely commotion going on in the streets. Method kind of. So you want me to send word to Lady Studani to come for dinner?
No. I want to find out what the other members know.
We want,
I want
Oh,
to
that's
find
right.
we
Find
want
out
to
what's
send her
been
a
said.
message that says snitches get stitches.
Stitches get stitches.
Actually, there's a third line to that. Oh well, we're all adults.
Yeah.
Snitches get stitches, you bitches.
So he says, okay. He calls in Ulrus, who is a half elf. And he asks Ulrus to begin to, he says, make your rounds. I want word. And he gives him a nod and a little bow, and he leaves on out. I am assuming that the rest of you are also going to stay, kind of making motion to Jurek and Elkian and Zek and Aradius and Baglar. And
I'll look to Zek. Obviously, they were concerned about your power. Do you have a means of transportation?
that's what I was looking up. I was like, I started to look up something and forgot what I was looking up. He says, unfortunately, no. He does not. He says, I do not.
Then I think it'd be wise if we kept them here and hidden, at least until things die down.
Methix says, very well.
I know it's an inconvenience to you, and I appreciate it.
Inconvenience, only mildly, really. I have been the safe house for many. So come, follow me. And he will lead because every single one of the people that you brought with him are non-human. He will lead through to the kitchen. There is a trap door, basically, and he'll open it up, and there's a ladder that leads deeper into the basement area, into a basement area. It's a little bit more like a cellar. He says, please, make yourselves as comfortable as possible. Hopefully it will not be long. If we do get a knock on the door, this is the safest place for you. You will hear some shuffling. We will cover this door. He will turn and look at one of the other servants that are in the kitchen and be like, make sure that they have plenty of food and water for at least the next 24 hours. Should you need anything, please feel free to ask. I don't have a name. George.
I'll look to the elephant and ask, your communication, is it limited to sight?
Oh, No.
Then feel free to reach out to me if necessary.
I will. And he gives you a little nod. And he will head down into the basement along with Aradius and Baglar. Aradius kind of gives a little, he doesn't want to go into the basement. He wants to go home. So he's gonna go down. Jurek and Elkian kind of hang back a little bit. And they kind of, well, Elkian hangs back a little bit, but Jurek really hangs back, and he kind of talks to you. And he says, so I know why we're here. Unfortunate circumstances, but what brought you? Not that trust me, I'm very happy that you guys were here. But what brought you out to Uxfan?
That battle.
Oh, specifically to kill
one of them. The other one, well, for other reasons, we shall not discuss.
I'll talk about
it. Very well.
No, I won't.
All right.
I'm not even there. I don't know why I'm talking.
I'll look to Jurek and Elkin and I say, we'll get you out of there as soon as we can. On the morrow, I should be able to reach out to our mutual friend.
With that, he kind of raises his eyebrows and smiles. It's like, yeah, she'll get us home. And he'll just kind of nod to Elkian, and then they'll both go down into the basement. You hear some whispering and whatnot down in the basement. The door does not get shut. They don't shut the door, the trap door. They leave it open for now, unless they find need to.
Right.
All right. Anything you wish to do while you're waiting for Ulrich to return?
I think Evangeline wanted to do something with her ink.
Oh, yeah. Parchment. Speaking of Genic, you concentrate really hard on Genic as you put ink to paper. And you struggle with it at first. Roll me a wisdom.
I hate
systems.
You. Oh, I rolled a natural 20.
Okay. All right. Golly gee willikers. All right. You put the inked paper, or you put your quill down on the paper, and you really concentrate. You're having a hard time picturing Genic, but you're sitting in the room that everybody left you in, and you're just focused on there. And after a while, you guys kind of walk back in, and you see that she is drawing on this paper. You draw on that paper for a little bit of time. How long are you gonna let it go until you just feel like it's done?
Until I feel like it's done, or get interrupted, or Fix grabs me and yanks me back.
Well, she does not seem to be falling into the parchment this time. She is drawing what everybody else sees is that she is drawing an orc. It's very tall orc, very muscular, wears robes. Looks like he's got robes on. It looks like there's a spear in one hand, and a book in another. the book seems to be maybe a spell book of some kind, perhaps. Around him is a lake, or kind of in the background as she kind of moves off of the orc a little bit. She starts drawing the background. There is a lake. It seems to, as she draws the lake a little bit, there's like little specks on the lake, almost like it's glistening. And after some time, as you guys watch her, eventually her quill just stops. And Evangeline, you don't feel anything. It's almost like you kind of hit a wall almost. It's just kind of, or you're staring off at a cliff or whatever. You feel that this is finished.
I will, in my head, think. I will thank the two gods. Denier.
Defer.
And
But
I can't recall his name off the top of my head.
Oh, what's his name? Okay,
Yeah.
hold on.
Grumsh.
No.
Oh.
I'll find him. Give me a second.
I don't even know the name of the town.
Savras. The name of the town, I don't know, was the moving town.
Okay.
I forget what it was called. I'll have to find it again. Forsyth, when you take a look at it, you definitely see a picture of Guron the Wild, and that kind of looks like White Lake there.
Ah,
That looks like the White Lake, what the town is named after.
right. Interesting. I don't want to go there. I will if I have to. Maybe I can beat up my sister now, but
I'm finally strong enough.
well, guaranteed I'm strong enough now.
Yeah, your sister's a little too pampered.
Be able to show her up if nothing else. Okay.
Just so you know. That
Just
is
so
what
I
you
know.
see. Yep. So
If
you
I have
open
to
your
go
eyes.
back,
Yeah, that is what you see.
I will open my eyes and I will look at the picture the same way I looked at the other one that I drew.
You
I put
don't.
my hand on her shoulder just.
As she starts to lean in a little bit, you're like, "Oh, wait a minute."
Oh, that looks familiar. Hold on.
As you kind of stare at the picture a little bit, it's really weird. It doesn't pull you quite the same way as the other picture did.
Because I don't know where this is, right?
No, you have no idea where this is.
I don't know what this is.
You didn't know where the other one was.
Right.
But as you kind of stare at it, the water seems to shift. What you assume was water anyway. It starts to shift and take on some coloration. But you don't feel pulled into it like you did the last time. But the orc that you drew never takes on coloration.
Because he's dead.
And Fix, you kind of got a hand on her shoulder, and she doesn't fall forward like she did in the other picture or toward the other picture.
And since I've never seen him in his true form, I will point at the picture of the orc, and I will look up and go, I think he's dead.
The
Because
spear.
even
Is it
though
the
I
one?
may have heard the name Guron the Wild, who is an orc, and I know who Jinnik is, I've never seen Jinnik as an orc. And the two, that's Bronda knowledge, not
Yeah.
Evangeline knowledge.
Although you
The
have a
spear.
little bit with Jorn. Jorn knew him as Guron.
Right. I
The
know
spear.
the name.
Is it
Yeah.
Jorm's? Is it the one that Jorm has?
It looks very familiar, yes.
I'd ask him to come up and see who the hell this is that has his spear.
He will look down at it immediately and go, well, that's Guron. He is no more.
He is dead.
He is a paste on the steps of the Colosseum.
Yes.
They'll be scrubbing him off for weeks.
He giggles.
Hope you don't mind that I took your closure.
Nah. He will come after me no more.
But doesn't Juron has the spear, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's what I thought. I couldn't remember. It's interesting. I'll look at Fix and go, that's 2. And since we're kind of hanging around waiting, I'll open the book
Mm-hmm.
up.
2.5.
2.5.
Stroll
the
duck.
Stroll duck.
Oh, no. I wasn't talking about that.
Oh.
But you're correct. I will open up the book and I will pull that blank parchment out. Is that drawing still there?
That drawing is still there. It is not moving.
I will look at Fixing Grid and start looking at it.
Evangeline's getting, a bit brave here.
Well, my hand's still on her shoulder.
Roll me a wisdom save.
A 12?
With a 12. You start looking at this picture. And you begin to see it moving as you did before. The hands are the skeletons are crawling underneath the buildings shifting a little bit. And it's all starting to pull in some coloration, although not a lot of color, being bone and mortar and things like that. There's not a whole lot of it's not vibrant color. But it does pull in some coloration. And you feel yourself being pulled, nay, almost yanked toward this parchment. Fix. I will allow you to choose. Would you like to roll a dexterity check or a strength check?
Neither.
Yeah. Can I make a constitution check instead?
No.
All right. Well, I'm going to use guidance.
I'll allow that,
And
knowing that you're anticipating this.
yeah, and it's more of a, oh my God, God help me.
You're saying, oh God.
Yeah, oh God.
No.
So with a +0 to my dexterity, I get a 23.
Okay. You feel her yanked forward, and it almost yanks right out of your hand, but your reflexes, you grip it a little bit tighter just in time to pull her back, and you get yanked back. It's almost like whiplash. You're going, ah! And you're out of the picture. It stops moving.
We need to get rid of that because I do have to sleep at some point eventually.
I'll put the parchment back over it and close the book back up for now. Or turn the page and write. I'll turn the page, record everything that's gone on.
All right. All of that kind of soaks in, and as it normally would.
And then you see in writing, "You're a fool of a took, Evangeline." Oh.
You're full of a took.
And I will just scribble away.
All right.
All of this.
All right.
I'll go sit on the porch after I'm sure she's not going to try to jump into the painting again. And yeah, just watch, see what the commotion, if there's any commotion, any guards coming to the house, anything like that.
As you're sitting on the porch, kind of just keeping an eye out, you will see a couple of guards kind of jog past the house. They don't seem to really be paying attention to you on the porch. But they are jogging kind of past, going toward the outskirts of town. They seem to be destination focused, not necessarily looking at things. They're destination focused, which is why they're not paying attention. You still hear kind of stuff. It's a little muffled from the center of town. You still hear some things. After a little while, you will see Ulrus kind of make his way back to the estate. You will see him first.
I'll follow him in.
All right. Ulrus goes to. You follow him. Oh no, he'll go to the sitting room because Methic's probably sitting in there for chatting and whatnot. And he will come in. He will bow to Methic, and he'll say, "My lord, the chatter is they are looking for a group of 4. And a construct of some kind that has actually killed Lord Jennick or Lord Reproot and Lord Zahn. The descriptions all match except for, well, they match 3 of your guests. The descriptions do. One of the descriptions does not.
So it's Mr. Green, Mrs. White.
Yeah.
Who does not match?
Well, he will look at you and say, "You match a description." She matches a description, pointing at Evangeline and kind of pointing up a little bit at Kadeth. He matches a description. The 4th one was a. You presented yourself as a tall male human when you were at dinner, right?
Right.
Okay, that's the other description he gives.
And right now I'm a half orc.
Yeah, no, right now you're not. He's just kind of like, I don't. The 3
Female.
of you and a male human.
Did I check the book to see if there was anything written in the book about Lady Studani?
No, you have not, but you may.
I will.
All right. You go in there and you check the book. There is the book comes up with nothing. Studani's not in the book.
Interesting.
I think you need to pick somebody else to be the overlord.
Sounds like we'll have to Continue cleaning.
Um, he'll just kind of stand there.
Speak.
Rumor has it that she feels if she is able to close the investigation, it will ensure her the governorship of this city.
Oh, but we can't have such a thing happen now, can we?
I mean, I would prefer not to see you in prison. But Lady Studani has never been evil toward
But she
any of
has
us.
been opportunistic.
Of course, she is opportunistic.
And she's throwing us under the bus in this town.
At least for now.
I keep forgetting our hosts. I know it starts with Merrick. Merrick.
They are Method.
Method.
Lord and Lady
Uh,
Methic.
Method.
Methic is the last name.
I'll look to.
I have to find their first names again, but
Salure, Salure is his name,
Salor.
Salor.
and her name is Ro.
Oh, that's right. Salor is
I'll look
his
to.
name.
I'll look to Salor and say, "Do you have any insight that could keep her alive?"
I do agree with you and Ulrus that she is definitely opportunistic. She always has been. If she were not, she would not have been able to free as many slaves as she has. I'm not sure what her grand scheme is, but it does make sense that if you can clear out who killed the leader, it puts people at rest. And if you can get that credit, then they'll more than likely make you the leader. You have asked her to take Zon's place. Perhaps this is the way she sees she can do it.
Yes, but I didn't ask to be put under a bus for it, or a carriage, as it may be.
Throw him under the bus.
She threw us in the front of a buffalo stampede.
That she has.
Then I think we need to rest.
Yes.
Most definitely. At this point, she will probably surround herself with plenty of guard.
Plenty's not plenty enough.
Perhaps.
I will take a long rest. I will go to take a long rest, but I will not go to the bedrooms. I go to the basement.
Same.
Okay.
I think we should take watches.
I agree.
I'd take as many watches as I can find.
I mean, I'll take the
I'll
Rolex.
take one there. I'll take one there. Hey, need a watch?
I already have a great watch. I travel with 6.
Well, different time zones. Sorry.
Oh goodness. All right.
Wouldn't.
So you head down into the basement with everybody else. It gets a little. It's not a roomy basement. There's room enough for you all to kind of find a little spot to relax and catnap per se, or trance. Kadath, it feels a little tighter for you being taller.
I guess technically Forsyth doesn't have to come down with us. He could
No,
take
he
another
doesn't have
form
to.
Yeah.
You could.
and
That's up to you.
let us know if anything happens, since we're kind of.
I'll do that. I will make it less crowded for y'all.
All right.
Being the nice guy that I am.
All right. So you take another form and hang out in the upper level, the main
Yeah.
floor. Okay. Um,
I'm good. But actually, yeah, I'm trying to think. The people here know that I can take different forms.
they have seen you as a half orc, and they have seen you. Well, the estate, not the slaves,
Right.
Yeah.
and neither has Jurek, I don't think. But here at the estate, they have seen you as a half orc, and they've seen you as a human male.
Right.
So
Yeah.
they
I'm
have
kinda
some
wondering
inkling that you're able to change your form in some manner. They have not inquired about it. They have not questioned it.
the slaves would have seen the whirlwind, the elemental.
Were you an elemental at the estate?
No,
No, the slaves
when
would
we
have.
freed them.
No. Yeah.
Oh, the slaves. You're right. The slaves would have seen you as an elemental and a half orc, which
Right.
there are some people that can do that are
Right.
nature oriented.
So I will maintain. For now, I'll maintain the half orc form.
Okay. All right.
But I will be well rested, just in case I need to
All right.
take a different form.
Who's taking what watch? Are we doing 3 watches?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'll take last
I am
watch.
going. Are there
Okay.
rafters?
Rafters.
What?
Yeah, there's beams and stuff, especially in the foyer.
Okay. I'm going to take some wood with me, some planks of wood,
Okay.
and set up a platform, if you will, a bed, whatever,
Okay.
in the
Up it
rafters,
basically in the ceiling per se.
and using that wonderful spell that we discussed so much, freedom of the winds. I will use that to fly up to the rafters and settle there,
All right.
and then get a long rest so I get it back anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll take first
yeah,
watch. I don't
you
mind
will.
to take first watch.
Okay, first watch. Kadath, are you going to take second
Yeah.
then and in the basement? All right. Evangeline, on your first watch, go ahead and roll me a perception. I'll tell you what you hear.
Right.
Your Forsyth snoring.
17.
17. All right. As you're kind of sitting there, you're watching everybody kind of snoozing. The illithid is kind of weird. He kind of sits up in a corner. He's like fully sitting up, and he's not moving, but you can't really tell if he's asleep or awake. It's just this is your first encounter with these creatures, so you're not really sure what. So he intrigues you a bit, but you do hear some movement and whatnot upstairs. It just sounds like the servants, closing down things, making sure everything's good to go for the evening, kind of thing. All is quiet, essentially, and it kind of allows you to sleep eventually. Kadath, roll me your perception.
I got a 20.
Wow.
And
All
then
right.
because I decided to roll multiple dice, even though I was only taking one, the other 2 dice were both 20s. The die I
Dang.
was taking was the 19.
Jeez.
Never seen that happen.
Wow. That's really high for you. I hope you didn't roll them all at once. All of your high numbers at once.
Right?
You sit and you listen. It gets really quiet. Almost eerily quiet. You expect more noise than this. Of course, the monastery doesn't 100% sleep. there's always somebody moving about and whatnot. You're very used to just constant movement when you're in a home or something of that nature. It gets really quiet in the dead of night. Um, Occasionally you hear a snore coming from the foyer area. Poke your head out. Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Forsyth. Uh, and again, same thing with you. You've never encountered an illithid. You're not quite sure if he's asleep or is he awake but he does not move.
Is he just doing the elf thing?
It's almost looks like, yeah, it almost looks like a trance of sorts. Eventually, you wake Fix up and you fall asleep eventually. It's very quiet. Fix.
25.
25. You hear as you're kind of sitting there and you're listening. It's very quiet at first, but you start to hear the house come alive. You're very used to these kind of noises because you didn't grow up in one really, but you are familiar with it when you were at home. The servants are coming into the kitchen. They're stoking the fire. They're getting breakfast ready. Eventually, you start to hear some or smell some good smells from the kitchen. Um, it seems to be rather normal. And as everybody else starts to kind of stir just a little bit, especially those that didn't take any watches because their sleep was not interrupted, start to stir a little bit. It's the same thing with you with the illithid. It's like he's sitting there. He's very still. It's hard to even tell if he's alive. He's that still. But you've never encountered one before, so you're not really sure what to expect. But everybody starts to stir a little bit, and all of a sudden, next to Evangeline, just out of nowhere, appears Gavian. He's got a very confused look on his face as he faints.
He faints.
He faints.
I'll try.
I
to
rush
catch
to
you.
him.
Yeah, you're not awake yet.
Oh.
Like how you said this was pretty small. Am I
It's
close
pretty
enough that
small.
I could have caught him?
Quite possibly. Go ahead and roll me a dex check. He's hitting the ground. He's face planting.
17.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna say you managed to get to where he's not at least face planting, but yeah, he does fall down, and you kind of break his fall a little bit by taking a knee or so.
Check his pulse.
He is. His heart is beating. He is alive. It is weak. As you, go ahead.
I'll shove a healing potion down his throat.
Okay, all right. You give him a healing potion, and he starts to come to just a little bit. And about that time, you notice immediately that he is not wearing his leathers. He does just have like his under tunic on. And you do notice immediately that there is blood on his back. And with the healing potion, you will start to see a little bit because now you're starting to inspect a little bit. You will see some wounds near the middle of his spine begin to heal.
I'm gonna kill that bitch.
And he is starting to come to. He's very groggy though.
Welcome. Glad to see you're not without your spine.
He kind of is a little confused.
How'd you get here?
We are not at home.
No, we're not.
I was supposed to be going home.
I'll look to Evangeline, then look to him and be like, home is where the heart is.
He kind of half smiles. You are starting to wake up. You're hearing talking, and you're waking up. You are going to recognize Gavian's voice. He does kind of smirk a little bit. It's like, ugh, I and he opens up his hand, and you see a small stone in it. Well, whatever Mother had enchanted for the other end of the stone must be with you somewhere. One of you.
Perhaps was it a wolf?
He'll kind of look at you. Yeah. What are you What are you doing with my wolf?
Just in
Well,
case I
you
needed
should
it.
know Evangeline's a creeper, but
I will say, remember when that alarm went off?
That was you. Okay.
There's, if I'm not mistaken, there's also a small dagger or knife
Yeah, you also took a knife. Yeah.
that was worn and roughly constructed.
Yeah. It was not magical, but the wolf was magical.
Right. Well, I knew it wasn't magical. And I knew the wolf was because I didn't detect magic.
He will look at you and say, "I am glad I am not without my spine either. That hurt like hell."
I'm sure. When she mentioned, do I know of the knife or what its significance to him is?
Did you mention a knife, Evangeline?
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I just did.
Yes. You will know that that is a knife that you pounded out at one point or another. Just fooling around while you guys were young, all of the times that they made fun of you. You also had some moments that you had pounded out that knife, and he eventually took it and basically carved a handle for it and kept it.
Sentimental, are we, brother?
Hey, I'm allowed to have things.
Well, we you may have to run from the authorities with us shortly. We'll see.
Great. I went from one basement to another.
Yeah, but now you're here with us.
Hell, it's better than being there.
Where?
Gara.
Where?
I assume at her estate, Weirfall.
Oh,
Gidna was there. It was. I didn't
Gidna's
want to
body
leave.
was there.
Oh
How did
no,
you get there?
Gidna was there. Well, I was outside of Niliesh, and I was on watch. Onessa was sleeping, and I heard noises. Uh, Left the campfire to check it out. I saw two of her people, the guard and the mage Devakri. I don't know the guard's name. Um, they, I don't. And then I felt something behind me. I never saw who was behind me, but and then I woke up. I woke up chained to a wall. It was weird. Gidna was definitely there. Uh,
That's not Gidna.
oh, it was Gidna. She was. She hit me pretty hard. Um, she reminded me. Well, less reminded me and more or less forced me to leave her. Um, She told me to use the stone.
Oh.
I
That
waited
doesn't
until the
make
last
sense.
possible minute.
So you saw Ashuto and Devakari,
Ashuto, that's the
the
guard's name?
guard, but you never actually saw Gara.
Well, I
And-
mean, I saw Gara briefly over my shoulder as she was reaching for my spine.
But that was at her place.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kadath,
Yeah.
is there anything on him that shouldn't be there?
I'll detect magic.
There is absolutely zero magic present on him. Although there is a little faint magic on the stone still. It looks very
Oh.
similar to the ring that you pulled off of. The magic
So
looks very
he
similar
does
to the ring you
not
pulled off
have
of
his-
Denik.
he does not
Okay.
have his pendants.
Nope.
Not only does he not have anything that shouldn't be there, but he doesn't have what he should.
He also would have left blood on her hands. Not intentionally, of course.
I mean, yeah. Unless she used some other device, but I don't.
No.
That was
Is
not a
she-
feeling I wish to repeat.
Is she able, with these pendants, to locate Jagged Dream members?
The only person she would be able to locate is myself if I am nearby. As
And
far
that's
as I
only if
know,
you're
anyways.
nearby.
We need to move.
Before we do that,
That's fine.
Has
we
the
need to
number?
move, but it doesn't mean we have to do it this very second.
Yeah. Has the
well, I
number
want to
of
do
jagged-
something this very second.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
I want to try scrying on his blood that would have been on her hands.
Okay.
Uh,
All right. This very
uh,
second, you scry, which is good because probably
wanna-
just happened.
I want to catch it before she washes them off.
All right. You scry.
And I'm gonna try and get every bit of information I can get from what I can.
All right.
It's a wisdom wisdom save. Well, except I'm scrying on the blood. I'm not even scrying on her, so I
True.
don't know that there is a save.
So you focus in on the blood. And I'm gonna say you touch Gavian's back. You kind of wipe the blood off, and he kind of winces a little bit as you wipe
Sorry,
the blood off.
need that for a second.
And you kind of rub it between your fingers a little bit, and you really focus in, and you're instantly
And I'm pulling the
teleported.
sword. I'm pulling my sword at the same time, like
Yeah.
channeling through that kind of
Yep.
thing.
And you are instantly shoved. Like you fly faster than anything. You kind of know where it's headed already, so it's like real fast. You end up above the Castle Aventur, and you dive into it. You hit a ward as you're scrying on this blood. You do hit a ward. Go ahead and roll me a. What did I have you roll the last time? Wisdom save.
Probably. That is my second best, luckily. I'm going to use my inspiration
All right.
because a 4 on the die is not good enough. That's not much better, but 13. That's probably not going to do it.
Okay.
I have a flash of genius. Add 5.
18.
Okay, so 18
All right.
might do it.
With an 18, you hit that ward a little bit, and you're expecting it, so you kind of push through. You are going to take 4 psychic damage.
That's fine.
going through the ward.
That's whatever.
But then you push into, it looks like a bedroom. And you see a hand in a basin. It looks like it's being dipped down into the basin and it's being washed in essence. And as you're kind of watching it swirl in the basin a little bit, you see that hand again come in with what looks like a vial and takes some of that basin water with the blood into the vial, and it's corked. I don't know how long
Okay.
the scry lasts.
Well, I mean,
It's a decent amount of
10
time.
minutes.
10 minutes? Okay.
So, concentration 10 minutes.
All right. It's corked. You will follow that vial kind of out of the bedroom, down some stairs. And you're kind of looking at the floor because you're looking at the vial. You can't see a whole lot that's around you. Roll me a perception.
7.
Okay.
8.
Yeah, you're kind of looking at the floor. You do see an immaculate carpet as she walks into a rather large room. It's a beautifully woven carpet. It's got a very intricate design on it.
I would be trying to pay attention to layout of the building, essentially.
Okay.
And he
Um,
can also hear what's going on. It's sight
Yeah.
and audio.
Okay. Well, you hear footsteps because she's not talking to anybody right now. You see the immaculate carpet, and you kind of walk through this hall. Kind of off to your right, you do see like a what might be a raised platform where there may be a throne or something of that nature. It looks like you might be in a throne room or a great hall of sorts. She does open the door. She walks through the door. She takes a turn, and you follow into, for a moment, you feel yourself almost like you might lose connection with the vial. You get kind of pulled away briefly, and then it snaps back. And suddenly you're at another door. You hear another door open, close, goes down a set of stairs, and the vial gets set down on a table. Next to the vial, you do see a jagged dream pendant on one side, and you see a set of daggers on the other. It looks like that she set the vial down between the two. You will hear footsteps kind of fade just a little bit, but they're still in the room. And kind of at a distance, you will hear Gara speak. And she will say, "Darling, why did you not inform me he had such a means?" And you will hear Gidna's voice, pretty straight, pretty stoic. She will respond, "I did not know, my lady."
And I'm like relaying this to them as I'm
Okay.
whatever I'm hearing and seeing and all that stuff.
All right. You will hear her
Mentally
kind of
or out loud.
What?
Mentally or out loud.
Probably out loud, just because I'm concentrating on the scrying, so I wouldn't necessarily want to.
It would just be like a.
It's easier to just speak it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then you will hear a huff, and then footsteps will fade, and then all is quiet, and then you'll pull out.
As he's speaking what he hears about that Gidna didn't know, I will glance at Gavian. to see if she really did know or not. Because I think she did.
I think he told us that she told him to
She
use
told
it.
him to use the
She
stone,
told him
right?
to use it. Yeah, Gidna told him to use the stone.
Yeah, so basically, she's got some control back, but not complete.
Or she's got complete control back and is some sort of ruse. Or something. I don't know.
Or waiting for us to get there to assist us or something.
Something. Perhaps the scarab has to sleep. I don't know.
Or has to be controlled more directly.
Perhaps. Hell, maybe she made friends with it for all we know.
Who knows?
Gavian will kind of. Darling? She called her darling?
There's. I'll kind of look around the room. I'll explain it to you elsewhere.
I may have some information you may would like to know.
Well, then let's go up to the study.
Yeah, you might have to help me up the ladder.
That's easy
Not
enough.
quite filling myself these days.
I will cast a vortex warp and put him up there.
Whoop, ah! Well, that worked.
Might surprise the kitchen staff, but
Ah, who are you?
I'll follow him up.
I'll,
the kitchen staff, and I'll say, actually, no, I won't. I'll just head towards the sitting room or somewhere private.
All right, I will follow you. Do the rest of you follow upward?
I will
definitely.
follow.
He's already up there.
All right, all right.
But I'll definitely follow.
Once you're in maybe a study, he will sit down rather gingerly, leaning forward. He will kind of look at you and look around. Where are we exactly, Kofik?
We are in
Evangeline?
Uxfin.
Yes.
Is that right?
We're in Uxfin.
Yes, Uxfin.
Yes.
And
At the estate of the Lord and Lady
Methic. And Lord and Lady Methic can be trusted?
They're of the organization.
Ah, okay. You can see him kind of visibly relax a little bit. While I was there, I mean, it took a moment, which is why she hit me so hard. When I saw the spines, that was new to me. Gidna informed me that Gara's kind of on a rampage of sorts. And
Dear little old me.
Yeah, you and anybody associated with you. She seems to be rearranging her collection, so to speak, to make room for the entire Trenson family. I was the second spine that she was going after.
Who was the first?
The first was supposed to be Dolren, from my understanding. But he left town before she had a chance to catch him. I'm assuming
You'll see Fix kind of give like a an audible sigh.
So that answers that question. I was hoping Doran had not been, although I don't think she's gotten any yet. Um, but Gidna did say that when if we were to meet next, that she may not be herself. Um, she informed me that Gera has a way of controlling her. She showed me a spot at the base of her neck that gave off a little glow. Um, she told me that Gera calls it darling.
It's a golden scarab.
I thought those were extinct.
We may have to make it so.
Lovely. Well, that's why I was curious about if she called Gidna darling. She was probably not talking to Gidna at that
No.
time.
Hmm.
And I think, from what I understand of what Gidna may be reading between the lines, she has control over what Darling can find out.
Our sister was always strong-willed.
That she was, and it is playing to her favor at this moment, or maybe to ours.
Hopefully.
Yeah, when I woke up, I had nothing on me. The only reason why I had the stone is I can keep things in a pocket dimension that is hidden from the magical eye.
I wonder what that's like. And he'll look at Evangeline.
Do I have magical stuff hidden from?
He will show the stones because he's still holding the stone. He will show the stone, and then he will kind of close up his hand and then flick it a little bit, and the stone is gone.
Do you have the sending stone still?
Uh, yeah. It doesn't do much good right now. She's with me.
Well, no. More if Gira had taken it.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, Gara would have taken it. Yeah, because the only thing he had in his pocket dimension was the stone. That is, he will confess. Mother provided. She provided all of us one, except for you, Kofik.
Can she use those stones to find us? Because they're connected.
Perhaps. I mean, it is possible. Do you keep yours in a pocket dimension or alternate
I'll reach into my
dimension?
upper pocket and go, no.
Okay. If you keep it in an alternate dimension, it is much harder to scry upon. Nay, impossible.
I will put it in my bag
Wait.
of holding. Oh,
Oh, can I see that, Evangeline?
sure. Because I have my bag of holding with all of my personal stuff in it, all of my nanites and everything. Oh, maybe we. Oh, okay. Because she could scry on it, but can she scry in an alternate dimension?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
I'll take it and I'll activate it and say, I hear you're my new biggest fan. And I'll wait and see if there's a response.
There is a response through gritted teeth that says, I will get you and your entire family.
And,
And
your
my
little,
little
dog,
dog,
too.
too.
And your little dog, too. And that is where we're going to call it for tonight.
I'll hand the stone back to Evangeline, though, and I'll just have a big old smile on my face.
And I'll put it in my bag of holding. And I'll put it between the pages of the most boring book I can find.
I don't know. It's probably something about
Yeah, what is that one book?
the cats.
The history of the papacy of the
Oh, yeah, there you go. The history of the papacy of the Order of Truth. All right. That is what we're going to call it tonight. Thank you for watching.
I have 4 million questions.
And be sure to check out our website, danddadjokes.com, to see where we're going to be. Mostly East Coast conventions and whatnot right now. But check it out. And Rhonda will get the information on the radio program as well on there eventually, shortly.
I will
And
be in Louisville and Frankfurt and Bowling Green.
she's going to be a little bit of everywhere.
So Phil is happy because you're not staying home.
So
Rick said we better make sure the car is good.
Right. So yeah, be sure to, and you can check out all of our other social media. Please subscribe, like, share this video, because it makes YouTube algorithms work. So do it. And it makes us happy. We get really excited when we see that people are sharing and stuff. And leave a comment too. Let us know that you're watching. So we'll see you next week then. Right? That's it, right? We don't have any more announcements or anything, right? Okay,
Have a
good.
great week, everyone.
All right. We'll see you next